In the previous section, we have seen the production of jam and problems in jam production. In this section, we will see the production of jelly. So, a jelly is a semi-solid product prepared by boiling a clear strained solution of pectin containing fruit extract free from pulp after the addition of sugar and acid. So here also jelly is a same product like your jam, but here we have to use a clear strained solution of fruit, right? That means we are not using pulp, instead we are using juice. Okay, clear straight solution of juice. Jam can be prepared by either pulp or using juice, but jelly has to be prepared by clarified juice only. So here it also the production of jelly involves the same steps as of jam. We need to boil the ingredients such as pectin, fruit juice, and along with sugar and acid, right? After the addition of sugar and acid, a perfect jelly should be transparent, well set, but not too stiff, and should have the original flavor of the fruit. So whatever the fruit you are using for preparation of jelly, it should have the same flavor of the fruit, and it should be transparent, well set, and it should not be stiff. It should be soft, and it should be of attractive color and should retain its shape after removing from the mold. So after preparation of the jam, we have to remove it from the mold. After removing, it should contain or retain its shape, and it should have the color of its fruit. Okay, so jelly is a transparent semi-solid product made by clarified juice of any fruit with pectin, boiled with pectin, acid, and sugar, and it should be transparent and should have the flavor of the original fruit and should have the color of the fruit as well as retain its shape after removing from the mold. If you look at the FSSAI standards for jelly, so these are the standards are same for jam and jelly. So fruit content not less than 45% and TSS not less than 65%, but the acid content is around less compared to the jam. Acid content is around 2 gram, and the same preservative you can use around 40 ppm of sulfur dioxide in the form of KMS you can add, right? So the important step in the jelly production is judging of its end point. So we said that jam is a thick consistent product where the fruit does not leave its shape, but in case of jelly, the important step is judging its end point. How can we assure the gel formation has taken place, is completed, and jelly may obtain its original shape or its actual shape? So if we don't judge the end point properly, what may happen? The boiling of jelly is prolonged. So if the boiling of jelly is prolonged, more crystallization of sugar takes place, and more that may prevent the formation of jelly. So we have to be very critical in judging the end point of the jelly. So there are different tests used for judging of the end point. First test is your sheet test or flake test. Second test is your drop test. Third test is your temperature test. So if you look at the sheet or flake test, what you have to do, you have to take small portion of jelly during cooking. आपको एक स्मॉल पोर्शन ऑफ जेली बाई स्पून और बाई पैडल आपको लेनी है, जो भी वुडन पैडल आप यूज़ कर रहे हो उसको मिक्स करने के लिए. उसको देन यू हैव टू कूल इट स्लाइटली, देन इट इज़ यू हैव टू ड्रॉप इट, इट इज़ देन अलाउड टू ड्रॉप. उसको आप क्या करेंगे, ड्रॉप करेंगे. इफ़ द प्रोडक्ट फॉल्स ऑफ फ्रॉम द स्पून like sheet or flakes instead of flowing in a continuous stream or syrup. So जैसे जूस को हम ड्रॉप करने से कैसे कंटिन्यूसली फ्लो होगा, उस तरीके से नहीं, बल्कि शीट्स या फ्लेक्स जैसा आपका प्रोडक्ट को ड्रॉप होना चाहिए स्पून से. सो देन वी कैन से जेल फॉर्मेशन हैज टेकन place. This is called sheet or flake test. So what we have to do in this test, you have to take a small portion of the jelly from during cooking, and you have to you have to slightly cool down it, then you have to drop it. You have to observe whether whether it is falling down as a sheets or flakes or continuous stream. If it is falling down as a sheets or flakes, then you can say gel formation has taken place. The next step is your drop test. So in drop test, what you have to do, you have to take a drop of jelly and you have to drop it by using a spoon or paddle, and you have to drop or pour it into a glass containing water. If the gel formation has taken place, the drop of gel has will settle it as a like a drop without disintegration, and it indicates the end points. That means you have to take a drop of jelly from during boiling, and then you have to pour it into a glass containing water. So if the drop fell down like as a drop instead of disintegration, देन यू कैन से जेल फॉर्मेशन हैज टेकन प्लेस. जैसे भी आप कोई भी फ्रूट पल्प को वाटर में ऐड करेंगे तो क्या होगा, वो डिसइंटीग्रेट हो जाएगा. लेकिन जेल फॉर्मेशन के बाद आप ड्रॉप करेंगे तो व्हाट विल हैपन, इट विल सेटल डाउन लाइक ए ड्रॉप. देन यू कैन से जेल फॉर्मेशन हैज टेकन प्लेस. द फाइनल टेस्ट इज योर टेम्परेचर टेस्ट. टेम्परेचर टेस्ट मीन्स सो जेली फॉर्मेशन के लिए कंप्लीट कुकिंग होने के लिए यू नीड द जेल का टेम्परेचर कितना होना चाहिए, अराउंड 105 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड. सो व्हेन यू स्टार्ट बॉइलिंग एंड यू चेक कंटिन्यूसली टेम्परेचर, और जो भी कंटेनर आप यूज़ करेंगे उस कंटेनर का सेंटर में अगर 105 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड रीच हो रहा है, देन यू कैन से जेल फॉर्मेशन हैज़ टेकन प्लेस. सो दीज आर दी वेरियस टेस्ट. कौन सा टेस्ट है ये, शीट टेस्ट एंड फ्लेक टेस्ट, drop test and temperature test are used to judge the end point of the jelly. So this is the end of this section. In the last section we will discuss problems in jelly formation and marmalade production. Thank you.